Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hi, Sebastian. Welcome to the Galactic Seabass Podcast, episode 38. Today is a very special edition. We are joined by a very special friend of mine. Say hello to Mr. Mitch Ryan, local prominent comedian here in the city of San Diego. Mitch, it's a pleasure to have you. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, my friend?
Bro, I'm good. I'm rocking. I'm rolling. We're here. I would hit start on something. Thank you. Oh, that's us. Look at it. Wow, I love the devils. But anyway, we're here, so we actually have a chat box live in case people want to talk with us. I don't want to not sip on the cheers.
That really puts it all in perspective.
That's it, baby. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, dude. It is kind of fun to watch this all happen, like right before our very eyes. Ooh! All right, let's go ahead and get on to it. Cheers.
Sláinte. Thanks for having me.
Salute. Prost. That wasn't watermelon juice.
Officer.
Officer, I swear. I've only had several drinks.
Seabass Uber here today.
I did. I Ubered this young man all the way up from North County. So you do that trip every single time you want to go do comedy.
Yeah, I live in Mira Mesa, and we drive down.
Drive downtown. What's up with your tags, man?
It's kind of based on principle,
It's a matter of principle.
and also just laziness. It's got a check. I mean, realistically, it has a check engine light.
Is it the smog?
Yeah, and in California, you know what I mean. I'm from Illinois. I don't care about that stuff.
I've had my check engine on for a couple of days. It's been flickering or fluttering.
I could get it figured out. I could get somebody to smog it, but then it goes to the whole set of things where it's like, fuck these guys. Why would I pay for it? Why do I need? I already bought the car. You know, like
You have the car. It
I pay
works.
my insurance. I'm responsible. Why? I don't know.
How many other states do smog?
There's a lot do, but they're not as strict as California's.
I think California has the most strict smog laws.
Yeah, because I'm from Illinois. We had smog still, and but it wasn't. You could get away with a lot more stuff. Like
I'm pretty sure all the states I've lived in, it wasn't a smog situation.
Where'd you live?
Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, South Dakota, Connecticut. I don't think any of those are smog
That sounds right.
places.
Not at all.
Illinois. That's interesting.
That fucking bomb
It's
got
so
me.
windy.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. My man's vibing over here. Hey, you excited for next Wednesday?
Roast battle, dude.
Roast battle.
Round 2.
At the Comedy Store. The real. I'm sorry, I've never done a real show there.
I've never done a show there either. I've done things there. I wouldn't call them shows.
Yeah, I've had performances of sorts.
No,
I think
I'm
I
excited for
counted.
that place. I'm round 2. It's like only our. Have you done other roasts besides that?
Dude, I've only had our one little janky roast battle in that bar in
Yeah.
the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Same.
Which I watched these real battles on the internet. We didn't have a panel. We just had Danny and a bunch of
And people
drunks
who
that
didn't
didn't know
wanna
it was
laugh.
going to happen.
That didn't want to laugh at anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got that place popping for sure.
That was
That was
cool.
fun. That was.
I would like to say some rebuttals in the next round for sure. That was
I
rough.
want to make it more
I
like.
just took it.
Yeah. Same with me. I mean, like I don't know. Should we? I mean, are we gonna give away our act?
We could maybe tease, but
Yeah,
I
don't.
thought
want it to
we
be
could talk
like,
about this a little more off camera.
Cause same. Okay, we can definitely like.
Mhm.
Just all out how you were saying you've been watching the clips of it. Like I've been watching the clips too, and I definitely want this one to be more of like how sometimes it's like more of a structure. Like, give it up for blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
they'll have it like.
I love when they're friends. I just like when
Yeah.
they're buddies.
Yeah.
And you can clearly tell.
Yeah,
that,
or it's
you
like
know.
that's one of the roasts where it's like you'll say or I'll say a joke to you and then like you'll say give it up for the white fucking whatever, dude. Like
Mhm.
that's like it's
I got a
rebuttal
couple.
ready to go. Yeah, I just want it to be where it's more of a showman thing. You know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Just making it a
Treat
good
it like
show,
a stand-up
giving
set.
it more of a show for everybody else.
Without notes
Yeah.
and I just want to have this, like a rememberable set.
Yeah, because the other one we were just
Memorable?
Reading, we were just reading our jokes at the
I don't
end.
think rememberable is a word.
Memorable. Is the
That sounds
one.
like a Harry Potter word. Rememberable.
The mentors. That's all. I know.
Well, there's a remember-all. That's the wall that it only glows red if you forget something, which is hilarious. Like that shit would be red for me all the time.
I just watched the first one the other day. The fucking.
What are you eating?
And I forgot about the sorting hat, and it's pretty fucking funny.
That sorting hat is ridiculous, dude.
There's some deep cuts in that reference
Yeah.
there, for sure. Man. It's, I don't know, but I just thought it was funny when they brought like the dude the blonde kid who's the Slytherin, like just like the second. I don't know. I think that was. I
That's
love the
fun.
first one. Class out. That was funny.
That is a funny one. It's a booger scene.
Yeah,
But
dude.
giant troll fight ends with like boogers. Ew, bogies.
Bogies. That's what they call
It's so ridiculous. I loved Harry Potter. It always came out around my birthday every year. So growing up,
Nice.
it would just be that, we'd wear the glasses and our little wands and go see it in the theater.
That's how Call of Duty was.
That's a picture of us actually right there up top. We all got our little stuff. That dude on the left, his name was Nick Fleming. He died at 28 of a heart attack, which, that's pretty crazy.
Alright.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Last year, actually. He just had a kid. But
R.I.P. I don't drink alcohol to that.
and he was he was absolutely, amazing. He was one of those little 4-pack buddies, N64 session. It was CJ, Nick, Chris, and me.
From your hometown or from here?
That was from Connecticut. Yeah. No, you'd think so. Usually when a plane goes over at Cheers, though. It's kind of a little tradition.
Maybe another 9/11 will happen.
Maybe. 11 points. 9-12.
Alright, dude. I don't mean to run bits on this.
Run bits.
Because I wrote a joke the other day and I've been going over it, and I feel like it's more. I've just been saying this isn't really a joke. I feel like it's more of just a podcast idea, something to say on the podcast, right?
Okay.
But I feel like how with 9/11, now we're talking about 9/11. That's what reminded me. With 9/11, the whole conspiracy is would the towers have fallen the way that they fell? Does jet fuel melt steel beams? You know what I mean? And that's if a plane actually flew into these buildings, is that what would how has not at some point some billionaire, some fucking Bitcoin whale
Just built a building?
redone it
And then hit a plane to do it?
redo it, fucking stop the questioning, you know what I mean? Let's figure, Mythbusters could have had, Mr. Beast would be, that was my joke I was gonna say, is let's have Mr. Beast do it, you know what I mean? He fucking made Squid Games, he can remake 9/11, he can call it Beast Did 9/11. That was the dumb punchline.
That's
But
really
that's
smart.
You know what I mean? Actually, I think
there would be a lot
so
of
much
people that
less
would
questioning.
halt that project.
That's what I mean,
But
dude.
whoa, that's a great idea.
It would create jobs.
A replica.
All the construction jobs it would create for those people. It would stimulate the economy. Dude, if you really want to sell it, have fucking office jobs for the fake jobs. And if you really, really want to sell it, on the day that you do it, have all the Jewish guys not show up the day that it's
Okay.
Sorry.
This is my last episode. Whoa.
No, but actually,
That's actually not the worst idea ever.
somebody should do it. If we had investors, for
Some
that
dude in
shit,
Saudi Arabia would
buy. We
in the middle of nowhere.
Build two, buy two
skyscrapers
730s
every day.
buy 730. Let's do it. Build a Tower 7 too. See what happens. You know what I mean?
Just like that on
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
Oh.
But you know what I mean?
I've always had problems with that day, growing up. Because I remember
How old were you?
I was 8,
So wait, what year were you born?
93.
Okay, I'm 97. So I barely. I don't.
You kind of remember it at
I
all?
say I do, but I mostly remember being
I
at home,
remember
the aftermath of it.
I was in Connecticut. I went to school in the morning, and
That's
then nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was an hour away from the city.
Yeah.
In Stanford. And so they sent everybody home out of nowhere in the morning.
You
and
were
I went
kindergarten?
home 8, that's 2nd, 3rd grade.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
So I'm cognitive. I got memories of it.
Yeah.
I remember going home, everybody was watching it on the TV in the living room. And I didn't really know what was going on. I just remember I couldn't watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And then, it was just this, ever since then, things kind of changed. But I used to go see my mom 5 times a year. I would fly out to Utah, and she would drop me off at the gate. And
Before
then,
this, you mean? When it was
before 9/11,
Yeah, crazy.
I'd fly out,
difference,
and then when I'd arrive, some stewardess would walk with me.
Yeah.
I'd always have my whether it's my dad or my mom, they drop me off and loading dock.
You're an uncomfortable.
And then after that, gate drop offs from there on out.
Yeah.
At the check-in point, no more past TSA. So
Yeah.
my mom had to call it, and that changed the dynamic of travel. And
Yeah.
I definitely saw that influx. I was one of the last little
Yeah.
people to do that. I didn't get to smoke on a plane or see smoke on a plane.
That's insane to me. I feel like that never should have happened. You know what I mean?
It just seemed like a time to be alive. Do you know what planes looked like in the 70s? When
different. Yeah.
No, when plane travel was a luxury
Yeah.
to the viewers.
That's
but
what I was wondering.
if you want to look up, I'll just tell you what I'm looking up. I'm going to look up.
He's looking up midget porn right
Old
now, dude. He's looking up
school-
midget porn. What are you doing?
I don't watch that stuff. Old school plane
Like a 70s
old
plane,
school,
1970s plane.
old school luxury plane travel.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, because like they have. I mean, it was just ridiculous. We have to go to.
It's like when cars still had
images.
ashtrays out. Like
Yeah.
the fucking old Cadillacs.
Trying to see some of this like from the back in the day. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
Just the way it's set
That's
up. So
fucking-
we've
yeah.
got a bunch of people in like circular formation inside of the.
Looks like a podcast studio, dude.
Wow, it looks exactly like the mothership.
Yeah. Looks like Joe Rogan's last.
I
the
could
red-
probably
the red
just do
pill.
a little like.
It looks like the red pill.
Yeah.
Studio.
It's the. Do you know that the names of the two clubs in his room, the fat man and the little boy, are the names of the moms?
Yeah.
So set up in Japan. What's the deal with that?
Bomb, dude. Joe Rogan can't.
Whose
help a bomb,
idea
dude.
was
Can't
that?
help a bomb.
So you can bomb in there? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Thought the idea of the club was to not. I remember going.
Yeah.
I went to the mothership and signed up for the open mic when I went down for Kill Tony for news.
Mm-hmm.
And remember there was probably 10 people, 20 people on the line when I first got there. And by the end, there was at least like 200 that signed up.
Yeah.
Remember the last guy that showed up like right before they're like, all right, last names. Wrote it down. He got called. And I didn't get my name called. That was a rough one.
Yeah, that's like fucking ACC on times 12, you know.
That was pretty heavy. I'd say the arena was way worse.
You didn't try to sign up for that.
I signed up for both nights.
Oh. That
That was the whole point.
Yeah. I
Drove down to Texas, try to get on
Got
this
on the arena show,
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll tell you, like 14 out of the 60 people that got called were like, I didn't think I'd get called.
I heard that they were. I heard that they were kind of pissed. It was that you. Maybe you were telling me about that. That they were kind of upset that like they kind of wished that they planned who they were gonna pick because it was like.
It wasn't me, but
it wasn't, maybe it was somebody else.
I
just
definitely
watching.
feel
Like they don't. Obviously, you don't want it to be like that, but like at the like to the same thing, there was people who went up that was like never done it. You know
they
what I
had
mean?
never done it. That was
Yeah.
their first time.
And it was
So
like, and they weren't
the very
serious.
first,
Yeah.
the very first girl
Yeah.
to go up
Could just
on
be
the,
somebody's
on the first
sister-in-law,
day.
you know what I mean? Somebody just like, yeah, you should sign up. Yeah, I'll sign up. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's, I mean, not to be selfish as a fucking comedian, you know what I mean?
But no, real deal. That took away from every single comic who went to the show,
Yeah.
had a minute prepared, they were ready to go, wanted their chance, and like to watch that, it was kind of devastating. And
yeah,
then,
but I
so
mean,
the first day,
yeah.
the very first girl that goes up, I don't know if you watched the episode, but I was there live, and I'll tell you the feeling was uncomparable. Basically, the girl goes up, she's all smiley, everyone's like, yeah, first one to go ever in an
Mhm.
arena, let's
Mhm.
do this.
yeah.
And then immediately,
Just
8,000 people boo it. And then the first person.
That's almost
Like-
perfect though. That's almost
Yeah.
perfect. Like it's
So they'll be back at the.
yeah.
That's like the close. That's
I don't know how to do it. I'm not gonna make suggestions, but I just heard that was something that, and I didn't even really watch it. I heard that was something that they like were questioning. It's like maybe we should have had more people that were planned with real sense to give the real comedians or
in my
the
perspective.
real micers a chance.
What I thought when I bought my ticket, I thought I secured access to the sold out show. And so a bunch of comedians locally were able to show up, sign up, and they gave them their own designated spot in the arena.
Yeah.
So they got to watch the show,
Yeah.
not pay for tickets, and do most of the sets that night.
Yeah.
And I thought I secured my opportunity. Like this was, you buy a ticket, take your chance,
Mm-hmm.
and at least I'd have a better chance if it's just people here.
Yeah.
Not just kind of like some random that lives down the street, like, yeah, I didn't buy a ticket, but I'm going to go do an arena.
Yeah. So
that
it's just a
one-
crazy dynamic. I mean, Austin in general, like just
It was the first of its kind, too.
totally. I mean, dude, just to be somewhere where there is however many fucking comics that are there trying to be there,
That
you
was
know
a
what I mean?
lot, dude. That's
Whether
that was a scene.
It's all-
I'd say more than that, for sure.
that move there for us, like yeah, that's
I can
insane.
imagine.
Imagine
And
that.
I've heard from a couple people. Now,
Yeah.
minutes and then stringing the minutes together instead
Yeah.
of a storyline dynamic of comedy.
So there's gotta be so many.
It's
like
kind
how
of
we
just like
have-
short bit, short bit, short bit. And
Yeah. How we got the barbecue shows here, shows everywhere we can get shows. Imagine out there, like
It's
there's
insane.
there's so many. You could probably hit fucking.
There's an Instagram, I think it's comedy, no, still Mike about the week, and there's a lot, dude, every single day.
I couldn't imagine trying to navigate that shit, dude.
There's
Fuck
so many.
that,
But
dude.
the opportunity is at least available.
Yeah.
Here in San Diego, since the Madhouse has had its elimination of the open mic,
Coming back.
We are coming back.
If we can get the shows back, from what I hear. If we can get our shows during the week to get good ticket sales, then the open mics can be afforded.
Buy tickets. Maybe we can do the open mic.
Come to Madhouse.
In the meantime, Madhouse had this staple in the San Diego community where they were the only club in the world, literally Googleable, and they did open mic every single night of the week.
7 nights a week, open, doing comedy shows. 7 nights a week.
In theory, you do every single night. Let's say you sign up every night. That's 3 minutes a night, 21 minutes a week, 4 weeks a month, 84 minutes a month. Times that by 12. You know, that's how much you can do. Wait, I think I fucked the math up. No, that was right. 84 minutes a month times 12 in a year. So that many minutes every year, just, you know, open mic time. That's stage time development where you're able to get in the gym and sort of train and get ready.
Whether it's good or terrible.
Whether it's good or bad. Yeah. You get the chance to go up and do it. Whether it's 2 people, 7 people, or a full room.
It's just nice having a hub where it's like that's... Because ever since... I don't know if you feel this way too. Ever since Madhouse is closed... Ever since it feels like there's less mics going on.
It's like leaving. It's like the last day of high school.
Yeah.
Where you see all your friends every day, and then the next day you're like, "How do I see these people?"
Yeah. And that's
I never got anybody's number.
Yeah, that's exactly how Robert wants us to feel too. I'm sure.
It hurts.
But it's cool and it sucks and it was dope but I thought it was gone indefinitely because they kept saying indefinitely. But supposedly, word through the grapevine is that if we can get tickets sold, we can make money in the shows, which how the comedy show should work. You make money in the shows, the open mic doesn't matter. You know what I mean? We're cruising at that point. So come to the Madhouse, buy tickets, come through. We're there every day.
They have a website.
It sucks, but we have one.
Oh man, it does. It's not a very good website.
Yeah, I miss that place. I work there. I am the door guy at Madhouse Comedy Club. I love that place. Used to go every day when the mics were around every day. Then I got to a little stoppage. Didn't go as much, but that's why I feel especially how you're saying that you don't know what you got till it's gone.
It's one of those things.
Yeah, totally.
I did over 300 sets in the Brick Room.
Yeah,
I counted.
And it builds character. You know, like it's fucking and it's cool. The only reason that I will always stand by that place is because it's like. The only credit it has, what you just said, is like you can tell people and you can say with confidence, this is the only place that's open 7 nights a week doing comedy every day. You know,
which was wild.
It was great. Like anytime big comics would come into San Diego, like when Big J, when Shane, when all those guys come into town, like you say that to them, like they'd be doing shows at Ace. They're not gonna do shows at Madhouse. We get it. We're not gonna pay those guys. But like they'd be doing shows at Balboa, they'd be doing shows at ACC, and like word would get to them, like, hey, there's this club down the street. We can go drink there all night. They do open mics. They do comedy 7 nights a week, and it's like anybody who hears that is like, that's insane.
That's a lot.
7 nights a week. Let me go fucking just check this place out. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking. That's that place that's saving grace. Like, and I know. I don't know. I love that place. Like, and it needs to come back to that. Like, it's like it's as like terrible of a business decision as it is, and as like shitty as it gets, and fucking as many people as fucking sign up and shitty crowds there are, like that's the fucking coolest thing. It's to be able to say we're open every day. Like we're gonna be here tomorrow. You got a bad time tonight, come back tomorrow. Well, you know what I mean? Like it's like I don't know. I miss that place, even though I never really go out. But
it is that beautiful trope in comedy where comedy gives you the chance to be better today than you were yesterday. You just keep going.
Or way worse.
Or worse.
Worse. Like where sometimes.
But then tomorrow you could do better.
Yeah.
There's always that, second chance.
Yeah.
And that's a blame, bud.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fucking. There's nothing better than going and doing an open mic elsewhere and like doing good there. Like you go to ACC, have a good set.
And then just getting put in check.
Yeah, and then you go like, let me go to Madhouse. Everybody's kicking out. Feeling the vibe.
I did great tonight.
Feeling the vibe.
I'll do these same jokes.
Let me just go, let me keep it rolling. And then just the immediate, humbling, obvious, fucking immediate humbling of the Brick Room. Or vice versa. You could bomb at ACC and then get pissed off about it and go fucking rant in the Brick Room and people will like it. You know what I mean? Like, it's the duality of...
You can do better for 7 people in that little blue room than you can for 300 in the well-lit room.
I was talking to Ashley Amber the other day about, because she was on the show that we did a Sunday and it was low numbers. I think it was fucking 4 on the books and they didn't say that we needed barkers, so nobody barked. But we got like maybe.
Well, I'm available.
Oh yeah, literally. But
long story.
We so it was a small show and like it was fun. You know what I mean? We had our fun with it, but it was still
Right.
small. But like Ashley came out after her said it was me then her, and she said I've always said this too. Is like if with these small shows when they're like that, why not just have them in the brick room? You know what I mean? Like, why not? Just fucking act like it's normal. Like, if we know it's not going to be a lot of people, just start fucking... The guy meets them at the door, checks them their tickets, lures them to the brick room. And they do, because, like...
It's a totally available stage.
And that amount of people, like, when it's a 10-person
it
show...
would fit so much better in there.
10 people in the brick room is a great open mic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when there's 10 people in there and you get them going... And
You get them going?
That's a great... But 10 people in the main
room,
stage, no matter...
there's
No matter how good you're doing...
100 open seats.
That's right. No matter how good you're doing, it still makes it feel like. But like, if you could, I don't know. But I know I said that too because Ashley said it. I was like, dude, I've been saying that for so long. And then I think it was Taryn or somebody who's been working there like a while. He's like, don't say that to Rob. Like I guess like, it's been brought up and it's like a for sure no type of thing. Like, yeah, I don't want to get into it. But I just
It's
think
just kind of set in the ways sort of thing.
Yeah, I just missed the brick.
The room was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I like parking my car and seeing that little purple light. Knowing they were going.
In front of the fire hydrant.
There was 79 people signed up to do comedy on it.
Yeah.
And you're like, only 3 hours until my set. I'll say that wasn't a...
You want another beer?
I do want a second. It wasn't anything really compared to like waiting the whole night knowing that you were right at the cusp of the line to go up. And then at the end of the night, you're like, hey, am I going up? They're like, nah, we're out of time.
That's the worst. That's the worst. And
ooh, if you just spent the whole night hanging out waiting.
oh, the beers are in there. Fuck. Yeah, that was also the benefit of just being able to be like, yeah, I can come back tomorrow. You know what I mean? But obviously, that was a big problem. And
I'll play host. I got you, Doug.
no, I got it. Here, take the reins. Just take
No worries. You take both mics.
That's what I was gonna say. Just take
You're in control of the situation now.
But yeah, number 34 is it's a tough number to be at the Madhouse Comedy Club.
34 is a rough one on any night. On a Monday, it's not so bad.
That's I mean that's a good spot to be in.
I'll tell you,
sometimes it could still be fire down by there too though at the same time.
I used to go check in and then go back to work and be a rideshare driver for a couple hours and then go back to the house and then still wait an hour.
You're getting paid more than anybody else there.
That was a funny one, man. I'll tell you. I don't know. I really. Should we talk about my bark ban?
Yeah, bro, if you want to. That's all on you, but I mean, the second coming of it is news to me.
It's a boy who cried wolf situation, and I feel that I've caught myself in the cusp of this evil grasp.
There's something there. There's definitely that might be the one to describe it.
It was the first one was real. The first one I'm not going to. It's one of those silly little fibs that you tell and you don't think will be a big deal, and then all of a sudden it's just this huge deal.
Totally. Because you're dealing with other guys who have fucking once they, you know, if you catch somebody.
Because there's way worse things than
totally. But it's like if you catch somebody in a lie, they're gonna fucking obviously, especially guys at Madhouse who don't get big opportunities to do that. Like they're gonna take advantage of that. You know, they're gonna come down on you. But whatever happened recently is news.
So,
that's all news to me. I don't know nothing about that one.
The first situation.
I was fucking ground zero for the first one though.
First one was pretty fun. The first one is where you and I really kind of like learn. We became real friends after this.
Yeah. We established it was like two dogs at the dog park. You know?
Yeah.
Like totally.
That was it. So I walked in. I had the intention of barking.
And you have been barking this whole time.
Yeah.
You're known to be a good barker.
I've been known to be one of the best.
Yeah.
So anyway, I walk into the club. Sam's the host. I walk right up to Sam.
Lehman?
Yeah, Lehman. And I'm like, hey, can I bark? Is that cool? Hey, bud. You want to be in the podcast? You're so cute.
He's hearing this dog park talk, dude.
Oh, yeah, he did. Absolutely. That's what I heard. So, I got you another one for your other beer.
Oh, thank you. That one's empty.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, all good.
I'll still koozie it if you want.
So, that's for fun. So, I went up right up to Sam immediately, like, hey, dude, can I bark? And it was a Friday night, keep in mind. Mike's the bartender.
Yeah.
So
I probably asked him to cover that night. This might have been my fault.
This is all your fault.
Yeah, because I was a Friday guy. He was my go-to cover when I needed a Friday cover.
Oh, good. I wonder if I'm still banned, even though they're closed. You want to be here? All right. You know what? That's fine.
He's cool.
You can be in the podcast.
He doesn't got a mic,
So,
but he's got
we'll mic him up.
He's got a lot of voice.
Basically, walked to Sam. I said, "Hey, dude, can I bark?" And he said, "Yeah, dude, totally." Just super happy, bright Sam voice.
Yeah.
He's the best. And then.
And just being a host, trying to just keep
yeah,
things
he's
moving.
He's
you know?
moving. He's in the middle of stuff.
Shaking and moving. Yeah.
You only have from like what 12 to.
Yeah.
To midnight, and then I walked up to
12 till 2.
12 to 2. So
Yeah.
I walked up to Mike Freeman. He's a bartender.
Yep.
Said, "Hey, dude, can I bark?" I asked Sam. He said it's cool, and then he said, "No, it's Friday. I don't want those people in my bar."
Which is a fair response.
Which is fair. It's a
that is a
Friday
real
night
thing.
crowds are different.
And if it's already decent in the room, yeah, we're not gonna send
Yeah.
markers out. Okay.
yeah, so and I said, "Okay, that's cool. Are you sure?" And he's like, "Just check with Gabe." So I went up to Gabe. I'm like, "Yo, Gabe, Mike said I couldn't bark. Can I bark?" And he's like, "Well, I go by Mike."
Yeah, and that's the thing with Madhouse. It is the compartmentalization of
It's
it, and the divvying off of things there, of just like the lack
Sending
of
it off to the next guy.
Yes, that's like the epitome of Madhouse.
And so eventually I was like, all right, whatever, I guess I'm not barking. And then I just sat in the hallway, I was chit-chatting for a while. And then Sam came up to me, and he's like, "Hey,
the first
dude."
guy you talked to,
Sam, the first guy.
who thought you were barking.
Thinks I'm barking.
Yes, because that's how you left on him.
And he walks up, "Hey, how was barking?" And I said,
Great.
"Good.
Great, dude. No, he was great.
Just good. You know, it was good." He's like, "All right, I'll put you up."
Exactly, yeah, because when you bark, you get a higher spot.
And so, yeah, the next day, Gabe comes up to me.
I don't know, how they figured that out. I mean, how did that...
This is how it happened,
Okay,
because
okay.
he put on the list, like, move me up or whatever. And so
Yeah.
Gabe comes up, he's like,
Oh.
"So, Seabass, how did you bark when I told you that you couldn't bark?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I didn't." And he's like, "Oh, okay, you're off the mic for 2 weeks."
Yeah.
And I thought, nah, and I was all sad,
Yeah.
but I lied. I really did tell him.
And that's what we got, because I was working
And then
door.
I was all pissy, and
That was the night after?
that was the night, yeah. Because I remember Gabe told me that, and I was like,
You were
"Fuck
pissed
this!"
about it. Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And then you said something
Because I was
like,
working door, and I was just I was standing security, checking IDs.
and I'm just being a butthole.
And I've been seeing this going on in the background.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he came up to me. I don't know if I went up
And
to
you had the zinger that
Are you-
stuck with me.
Well, yeah, after we got to talking, because I was just trying to, like, pry to see what's going on.
I think you wanted to
I-
help at first. You were
I think,
trying
yeah,
to
I
help
think I-
on my side.
Yeah, because I
I
think
was
I
just
knew,
in a mood.
I think I knew what was going. Well, yeah, I'd be pissed too. I mean, I get it. Like, fucking, I thought I knew what was going on from just like observing in the background at door, but then you came over and just like getting out of a screaming mat, not screaming, but like yelling with the other guys, and you were next to me.
Yeah.
So I was just like, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? And then it basically ended with me just being like, oh, so you lied. Like, and then you were just
Yeah.
like. At first you were just like
Just trying to
you pushed back
shove
you
blame.
pushed back a little bit, and I was just like, I mean, I'm a dick. I doubled down. I was like, oh, so you just lied then? I was just like, and then
Yeah.
you were just like, fuck you. Then I was just like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when I hit
This is when you hit with
the
it.
zinger, because this is the only thing I even knew about you. I was like,
Yeah.
Sebastian used to work at Madhouse, same place I'm working now, and then quit, I guess. And I was just like, why don't you just? I was like, why don't you just quit, just like you quit Madhouse? And like it was like a fucking like Mean Girls scene, dude. Like fucking straight, like Saved by the Bell.
And
like,
it hit me in the soul when you
Yeah.
said it, dude.
Yeah, I was like, why don't you just quit then, just like you quit
Why don't you
Madhouse?
quit a second time?
Yeah, that's what I said. Why
That's
don't
what you said. Why don't you
second
quit a
time?
second time?
Yeah,
And I was like, oh,
yeah. It was a
fuck,
trip, bro.
I don't want to. But
Yeah, bro. I play a lot of
I did
NHL.
lie.
I was
Yeah,
I was a big hockey guy growing up. I know how to trip my
So what happened the second time was basically just like
Yeah.
a miscommunication.
Because you were good after that. It was like,
Yeah,
because
everything
I
was
told
cool.
because the next day, and maybe it was even that same day, me and you had the same conversation.
I reached out.
And I told you, I was like, listen, bro, like, I'm sorry we got into the argument,
Yeah.
but like, if I were you, just fucking keep your head down, do your time, fucking as gay as it is, do your fucking Madhouse time
Yeah.
of whatever they ban you for, and just be ready to come back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Come back, keep doing your thing, and it's like, whether they like it or not, they're gonna have to fucking acknowledge that. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And you did, and then we were cool, and I thought
Yeah.
everything was good, and like whatever. And
then one random night, the first night that Jacob and Carlos took over, that was the change of pace. So when they switched,
and I didn't know nothing about this.
I didn't want to call
Yeah.
names like.
Well, yeah,
that's
I don't
enough.
care.
Well, but, like it was just to be fair, that was the first night they switched the system,
I
where
don't know what the
barking was
system
no
is.
longer.
Okay. Oh,
It wasn't just do an hour. It was like the most people.
where you write your name on the back of it?
Yeah,
now?
you write
Because
your-
that's how it used to be, and then we got away from it. So did they bring
Yeah,
that back?
They
Is
brought
that-
it back for
Okay.
the first night,
Okay.
and everything just went haywire because
Okay.
I went out and barked for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Like I put in the work that night. That's what really.
I know you bark, and Seabass. I mean, when he's an Uber driver, motherfucker, he'd be passing shit out. Right now it's for ACC because it
It was Madhouse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's out here. He's a well-known, well in the books known, good barker.
Yeah, and no disrespect to anybody, it was just miscommunication. But so that night,
Not the first time.
not the first time. That was a lie, straight up. My bad, Sam. That's on me. So second time, went out, barked, did my thing, went out, and I saw that there were two people in the room. Like I went in and checked the room and saw there was two people in there that didn't put a flyer down for me, and I was like, oh okay, well I'll just put 2 extra to match for their placement.
Was this when there was just random guys working door 2, or was this door guys?
It was I think it was starting to be like door. And
what do you mean door?
Like there'd be a shift schedule.
So it wasn't like Madhouse worker. It wasn't Madhouse.
No, just people.
Okay.
And so, like I said, it's the first night they're doing the system, and so now the new rule is whoever barks the most
gets the best spot.
Gets a spot.
Oh, there's only one spot to get.
One out of 4 people can bark, and one person gets to go up.
Even if that guy only gets one person in, he wins, and that's the guy who gets the spot.
If it's the most.
Yeah, as long as
if somebody gets 1, somebody gets 5, somebody gets 10.
But if one's the only person to come in, that one gets the spot. You know, I was just saying.
Yes. Yeah, okay. In theory, whoever gets the most.
Yeah.
Even if it's 1. So I got a bunch, and then I was like, "Yo, Carlos, can I get that piece of paper to get my slip?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, dude." And he gives me it. And the next day, I go and I give it to Jacob, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll use this, but you're banned from barking."
Jacob was hosting.
Then the following
That's
day,
when you gave it to him?
I gave it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, no, you didn't bark last night." And I'm like, "What? No, for sure." And then it turned into this whole it just became a situation, and they got Gabe involved, and Gabe's like, "Do you want me to check the security cameras? If I find out something nefarious, I'll have to ban you." I'm like, "I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I did the job." And now it's like I said, it's this new system that they're trying to implement, and it just went haywire, and they decided to put all of this on me for some reason.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so it was either get banned or just keep your mouth shut and you can't bark anymore, and that became a 1-month timeline into an indefinite timeline. Because I reached out after a month and a half, "Yo, dude, it's been a month, can I do it?"
Yeah.
And he said, "I don't remember giving you a timeline." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" Because you absolutely.
I mean, regardless, you should need one. As a comic, you know what I mean.
The whole point is I'm trying to promote for the club and get people in there, and you're literally saying
you're
no,
basically
you
saying,
can't
should I stop giving my Uber passengers flyers or not?
I'm really good at this. I'll get people in there to buy it. The goal is to make money and to be able to afford a system that can work. Then you need more people in there.
Yeah. And
that's where I come in.
How long were you How long was it still going when you were banned? After you were banned? Because I feel like that
was
the
entire time until it stopped.
No, but I'm saying, how long was that before it stopped?
That whole period, 4 months, 3-4 months.
Did you? And I know you
was never allowed to go out and do it.
You reached out to me because I think you told me early-ish that you weren't and I told you I'd move you up a little bit higher on the list. What did I get you to? I'm just curious. I know it wasn't high.
Late 20s.
Early
20s sometimes.
That was the best I could do.
It was cool. No, I was happy.
There's
a lot of people that are trying to do it, and it's just one of those things.
And so I get that. You're one of the only guys who signs up every day when they say all mics, who's there for all mics. And
I would go every day.
Yeah, you're there for sure.
Would make a point to do it. I didn't want to show up to any or sign up for any date that I wasn't going to be there.
Yeah.
So I put in the work, and I felt that I wasn't being respected in that manner. And then the final straw that really kind of set everything in stone was the night that led into Christmas Eve. I don't know, were you there for that one? 23rd. So some super random night, just outside on the sideline smoking. Some dude walks by harassing 4 women.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah, just verbally being way too in their space, and then he gets physical with them in the crosswalk.
Yeah.
Starts touching them, and they shove him off, and the comics get involved.
Yeah.
And
wait, starts getting physical with who?
The girls.
Okay.
He's grabbing them and
he
stuff,
was
and they're pushing him off.
So you were just
following.
You were just with
girls.
the comics.
We're all hanging out outside. We watched
House.
this just kind of walk by us.
You were in front of Madhouse hanging out with the comics.
Yeah.
At the open mic, and then a group of
Four girls.
4 girls and a guy.
And a guy that's following the 4 girls
Gotcha.
follow us into the cross, or like cross over into the crosswalk. Yeah, and so then he grabs one of them and they push him off, and it's like, okay, now it's our turn.
Middle of the street.
Middle of the street kind of shit. And we jump in like, yo, motherfucker, you need to get off. And hey, here we go. Let's hit it. It's going to get squirrely. So fuck. So then, oh no. I told you it's going to get squirrely.
My sweater caught it. We're good.
So basically, this dude, we put him into a headlock and said, like, you need to leave these girls alone. And he kind of cooled off and was walking off. And he's walking right by me. I'm kind of alone against the window. And he's like, one day these girls are going to get stuck down an alley. And I couldn't help it. I was like, yeah, by you.
Yeah.
He just,
what are you saying?
He looked at me like,
yeah,
soulless and just, I don't know, dude. He summoned the power of 1,000 demons and checked me into the window so hard I flew and hit my back in the fucking banister. And was basically, I thought I was Alan Henderson for a second. I was laying on the ground in a lot of pain, and then like the dudes went over and started to kind of get him until he walked away. And then finally I get up. I'm mad, and we like track this dude down. We find him, choke him out.
Are you admitting to a crime right now? Just I want to see.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's totally fuck that guy. Yeah, and so yeah, we got him. And when I went back to the club, they were closed. Like it had already been too much time, so they closed the thing. And
past 2 a.m.
I had my laptop charging
inside.
Okay. So I knocked on the door, and Andres opens the door, and I'm, just super heated. I'm like, let me in, let me get my stuff, and he doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So eventually I just kind of shoved the door open and run past him, and I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you got rid of my beer too. And Gabe was like, yeah, I did, man. We're closed.
Yeah.
And so I go and pack up all my stuff. We go outside.
I don't know anything about this story, but they are strict. They are strict about that.
This is gonna get crazy.
They are strict about that.
So check it out. This is
they
where
yell at me too about that.
This is where I got my little. I have a problem a little bit with the Madhouse for this.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm willing to vocalize it.
So
here we are. And this is in no way reflecting on my pal here, who has a job. So, but basically, this is what happened. I said, oh yeah, I bet you threw my beer away. Yeah, we had to. We're closed. And so I grab all my shit. I go outside. I'm super heated. I'm thinking about this guy. I'm asking him for footage. Like, is there any way I can get footage? And
who?
I'm asking Gabe.
Okay, this guy Gabe. Okay.
Yeah, the manager. And I'm thinking, like, he says, look, dude, if you were right here, there is no footage. That footage doesn't exist because it's not angled that way.
Outside of the circle, I'm imagining is where you were.
And so I'm thinking, like, I don't remember exactly how it went down, but all I remember was Andres was like, yo, dude, you're being, like, a lot. You should probably, like, get out of here. And I was like, don't tell me what to fucking do. Like, and it just turned into this thing. And I was like, fuck you, bro.
So
and
basically, they didn't know what just happened. They didn't know what just happened.
He didn't know what happened.
You just had an experience.
I had a really... my back's bleeding pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I told Andres, like, fuck you, dude. And he's like, oh, yeah? I'll break your fucking back right now. And Gabe didn't say shit.
Yeah.
He just let him say it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna do that, should I be standing here for the cameras? Make sure they can see it?
That's a good one.
Yeah, and then eventually it was like, I think Adrian pulled me away. He's like, dude, just...
Who's Adrian?
Adrian, old used to work there. Colorado.
Adrian, what? Diaz? Ace Diaz?
Adrian, the, like, young-looking cat doesn't do comedy.
The dude I went to see a concert with. Okay, I was thinking comics. Okay, yeah.
No, non-comic, but he works there.
I went to go see Wand with Adrian.
Hey, shouts out.
Good guy. Good guy.
So he basically pulled me out. I was
Alex
like, it's not worth it, dude.
At that concert.
It's not worth it. Just pull out.
Yeah.
And so
good guy to get you in that moment.
But then the next day I had to drive home to see my mom for like Christmas Eve, and my back was fucked.
Yeah.
And I never got a follow-up from anybody about like what happened that night. And,
yeah.
I have a huge scar on my back, which is like hilarious. That's my last. Actually, before Madhouse closed, I went back and did 2 more sets. Because again, it was like, I'm not gonna let this stop me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I know that's probably, to be in that situation after you just got almost killed potentially by a guy.
Yeah, dude.
Like, that's scary. And like, And then for them to greet you with like nothing.
Nothing but hostility.
Yeah, like no.
Oh, the main part I forgot, dude. This is the most important part of all. And I was like, look, dude, this is bullshit. I only had 2 sips of my beer.
Yeah.
Can I get a new one tomorrow?
Yeah.
And this is where Gabe said, like, oh yeah, you only had 2 sips? I'm sorry. If you know him, you know what I'm doing. But he's like, you only had 2 sips? Well, guess what? I have your beer behind the counter. And if you had more than 2 sips, then you're banned from that. You want to make that wager?
Yeah.
And I said, wait.
You guys have beef.
So in
you
my
guys,
flustered...
you got beef with the main guy.
It was weird.
Sucks. I get
in my flustered state of mind, I miscounted my sip count. And he only wanted to use that as like ammo to ban me.
It's
I was
petty
like,
shit.
Fuck this club,
It's just ego
dude.
shit. It's just ego shit for sure.
What's funny is kind of everybody's banned now.
Well, yeah, everybody is banned right now.
Everybody's banned from the Madhouse.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. But what I was gonna say, because the people that happened with, it was that dude Roman was there, right? That was him, right?
Roman helped me out,
He was there, right?
which was weird because
he
I
has
thought,
the footage though. That's what
Yeah.
he showed it to.
There's a video.
So you did end up. Did you get like the footage of it or no?
No, that was
Whether it was
footage
to
of
you or
us
not.
and the guy, not in front of the club. It wasn't like standby footage.
No, he showed me footage of the CCs.
Really?
Yeah, he showed me. He brought me to the side one night and showed
I've
me.
never seen it.
Have you talked? You've talked to him since, right?
Yeah, he's never brought it up.
He brought it to me.
I would like to see that.
He'll probably He one night at the club and I kept I was lagging because I was like hosting.
Dude, I get thrown.
Yeah, he was like, because I told him the whole night, I was like, I want to make sure and see those. Like, he's like, he got the.
Oh, okay.
I saw the thumbnail of it. It was like a black and white video. Like, it was like.
I will ask him
Yeah.
for that footage. Yeah, that was not fun. That guy sucked.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I get it. Like, regardless, that would suck. And I mean, it sucks. You're just beefing with the main. You got history with the main
The
guy.
stupid beef.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like
The whole
this-
high school element of this
Yeah.
game is not exactly what I
Yeah.
expected. You're
And-
greedy for attention. On the bed, bud. Ollie boy. Hey.
He's chilling.
He's just not even listening now. Ollie, on the bed. Come on, let's go. Down.
Like, why would I go there? When
Down.
I'm still here?
On the bed. On the bed. We have an important discussion. At the same time, I would like to make this a clear point because I love the Madhouse Comedy Club. That is where I started.
Yeah,
that
not
same
biased,
that same gentleman who I just said I had a conversation with, we were beefing and he didn't have my back. He hired me and gave me the job where I started comedy. We've had amazing memories over the years. Like, he's seen me grow as a comic.
And in that guy's defense, as a guy who works there and is a good friend of that guy, and is not only because he's my boss, but good friend.
I still love him, dude.
Gabe's my buddy.
Yeah.
Gabe's one of my like.
I
he's
love
the-
Gabe.
He's the most excited guy. Like,
It
when
was
I
just
go
a
to work,
bad.
In his defense, for your sake, in his defense, and not that this is an excuse to treat you like shit, but in his defense, that man has had a lot more on his plate as far as the Madhouse
Oh,
goes.
dude, he's got a lot.
Because everything that's been happening with the stress of keeping the mic open, everything that's been happening with like the stress of not having a bartender, the stress of having to figure out that's all been on him lately. So for high school feeling shit to come up,
And without knowing what's going on, like the full spectrum of
and
the
to
thing.
know his first the first time that he got to know with you is the time that you lied and it was bad. And
I've known him long before that. But
true,
like,
he hired you. Okay, you're right. He hired
Yeah,
you
we
way
have a
before,
long history.
way before I even started, which is because he's been there like 11 plus years. Or so.
he's seen a lot of shitty comedy.
Yeah, and he just started. He just started too. So.
Oh, that's funny.
But I'm just saying, in his defense, he has been.
It was just a bad night.
He's got a lot on his plate.
Fuck
and,
Andres, like, for sure. I'm willing to say that. Like,
you're beefing right now. Dude?
beefing. He said he'd break my back.
That was the last.
Like,
you
with a
ended it?
broken back.
That's how you ended it with him.
Yeah. I've seen him several times since we haven't said a word.
Huh.
One of those things, like, there's just certain individuals in this scene, there's probably like 4, who I just, like, don't mess with anymore. And it's not even like, I'll just go ahead and do your thing. Keep not being funny. That's fine. But no, I think you have bits. There's certain individuals who I really think, like, we were talking about this earlier before we started, but, like, you're in the game for 10 plus years and you don't have jokes yet. Like, you're doing this thing for.
You mean somebody specific?
There's several specific individuals.
I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know anybody that does that I cross paths with that does 10 plus years by now.
There's a few
I'm
that
really
like
not.
have been on the books for over like 5 to 10 years, but they're still at the same place as if they're like 3 months in.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's a growing. I feel like when I'm doing comedy, not to be rude or like modest, like
in an
that's not
attempt
the
to be
right word.
modest.
Yeah, in an attempt to be one. I think I feel myself progressing. You know, like you write these jokes and these bits, and then they slowly fine tune themselves.
Well, you
over
get to
the
a point
line
where you're
to a
actually
point where you can
excited.
put them together.
Well, you're excited to say shit instead of being scared to say shit. I feel it. I've been noticing that lately. Like, I've been saying, like me when I'm working door at Madhouse lately. Like it'll be me and Nas working door, me and Ben working door, and like when in the years because I've been how long? I mean, you've been doing it a long time, but you have breaks or whatever. Or how like
I did the 13 and then I broke and then I've been straight since.
So how long you been doing it?
That's like almost 16 months total. But 459 sets.
Don't talk about it like you're fucking toddler. How many years you been doing it?
That's a year and 4 months.
Alright, I hate when people say that about
Oh,
how old's
okay.
your baby? 16 months, like fuck.
49 months?
Yeah, dude.
You mean 4?
Yeah. So you're almost 2 years?
Almost 2, yeah.
On your way to 2.
2 in October.
Yeah, okay. So I just feel like I've been getting like how you're saying what to your point of like you're proud of your shit. You know what I mean? To like you're getting like
they're your babies.
Because I was thinking about it the other day, like when I'm working door, like in the years past when I'm working, when there's a shitty show going on at Madhouse, which is like, you know, sometimes there's shitty shows on the main stage at Madhouse. Sometimes, not all the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
I'll be sitting at door and I would be like, thank fucking God I'm not on this. You know what I mean? Like, thank God I don't have to be up there doing this right now. But then, like, lately, when I've been working door and it's been a bad show, it's like, like, God damn, like, I want to be, like, I feel like I could make this better, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I could improve this, you know what I mean? Like I know what you mean when you say like it's you get to a point where you do start being a little bit as gay as it is, you get a little bit more excited to say your shit, like to like when you have stuff that you're not
it's been fine-tuned a little bit.
Yeah,
there's still room to grow, and you might riff something every once
That's
in a
how
while.
I felt about when I brought the 9/11 bit to you, right? I was so excited. I've never, like, you know what I mean? Like, I've always said that's a podcast thing for me to say, and I was like, dude, I'm on it, I can say it now. Like,
it's a real thing.
You think it's a good idea?
That's a great idea.
You think it's a good idea?
I think it's a good idea.
I do too. Like, I literally,
I can't see any
if there's
objection
an
to it because it would literally just prove the point.
If there's investors out there who have dumb, dude, like, that's what made me
stupid money.
That's what made me think about it was that dude, and it could have just been a publicity stunt the other like month where it was the dude who spends like $60K a month on that OnlyFans model. He's like a Bitcoin whale. He's like, did you see that article?
Yes. Oh, I did see that.
I don't know the girl's name. And
I see the article, but I saw some memes.
What it means, regardless, whatever it is.
It was like 100K
that's
on
what the
2
kids
chicks
call them these
or
days.
whatever.
Yeah, it was literally like he'd spend $60K a month, never meet this girl, never do like that's like because he just has a shit ton of Bitcoin back in the day. You know what I mean? Like all it takes is a guy like that. Like we just need an investor, and we like.
You can find out.
That would pique somebody's interest with a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Dude, for
like,
sure.
Literally, this could be the fucking thing that does it right here.
That'd be the YouTube video of the year.
Yes, this could fucking investors hit us up, dude. Fucking.
Here we go. This idea has been copyrighted on February 1st. You're in San Diego.
It's been in my notes for a long time. It's fucking,
That's funny. I have notes about you on my phone.
I do
notes
too.
about me.
It's for our roast.
For our roast. Yeah, we're about to roast like a chestnut on an open fire. You know what? Brian Moses is going to be the real host.
That sounds so familiar. The black dude, right?
He's the dude, yeah. He's like the main host. Let's roast! Like that, yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Why do I
cool.
know him? Why do I know him other than that? Maybe he's gone to Madhouse or some shit.
Brian Simpson was the...
No, I know
dude,
Simpson.
Yeah.
You want to know something funny?
I always thought they were the same dude for a while.
That's fucked up. I'm not going to go on record.
I didn't know.
You know what's funny about Brian Simpson?
It
And
was
this is
very different.
This is going to be another public service announcement.
Right.
I have a story with Brian Simpson. Because
here we go.
I got real gay, I'm pretty sure. So there was one Joe Rogan. Like I listen, shamelessly, I listen to every Joe Rogan.
Okay.
I think he's gay too. You know,
I'm a big Joe fan.
That's what I mean. Like I still listen to
You
the
think
one.
Joe's gay?
Yeah, like I think it's like listening to it's gay. It's fucking self-sufficient. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like just like
hanging with the boys.
Self-grandizing, fucking jacking each other. I get it. You know, I get like both sides of it, but I still listen to it every day.
Right.
Like, not everyone that comes out, I love it. You know.
I love it.
Shamelessly, yeah. I look forward to listening to the new Joe Rogans that come out. But not to say that it's
Heck
like,
yeah, no,
not to
that's
say
cool.
that I love fucking, you know what I mean?
I've
Like,
skipped quite a few, but I watch them.
I don't watch any of the Fight Companions. I will say that on record. I'm not into
Hell
that
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Fuck Brendan Shaw.
You know, he quit comedy. Did you see that? He officially quit.
He quit?
He quit comedy, dude.
He's cool.
Yeah, he's cool again. He's cool
again.
just like that.
He's cool again.
Yeah, one less fucking open micer on the fucking map.
One less gringo puppy on
Yeah.
this dude.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Oh, Brian
Please
Simpson.
don't beat me up.
No, Brian Simpson, dude, because I got, I got off to a bad fucking start with Brian Simpson.
Really?
Yeah, so.
That's not good.
It was one of his first Joe Rogans, which was probably like it was during pandemic. It was probably like 2 years ago at this point. And he was on there, and I was working.
That was still pandemic.
Maybe, I don't even fucking know. It was just his
Time has been flying.
whatever
for
his
years.
first Joe Rogan was. Like it was his
Okay.
first one because I was listening.
We
to
can
it.
find out.
I was listening to it. I mean, it truly doesn't matter. To
Okay.
the story. His first Joe Rogan. I was introduced to him basically through that. You know what I mean? I didn't really know.
Oh,
who he
okay,
was.
yeah. Okay.
I'd always heard like, yeah, this dude Brian Simpson. Like when I worked at Madhouse, people
Right.
like, who used to work? Oh, this guy
Celebrity.
Brian Simpson. Yeah, he used to work here. Da da da. And then on JR8 on the podcast, he went into like Joe was asking him like how'd you get started? Da da da. And Brian was like. And this is me just started working door at Madhouse, just getting into comedy. You know what I mean? Like when I started comedy, I started working door there. Like they asked me for a job. That's how I got into doing the open mics. Was like so I was stoked. I got this job. I'm door guy at this shitty club. Like it's cool. And then I'm listening to Joe Rogan. This guy Brian Simpson's like, yeah, I got my start at a place in San Diego, started by a comic. It was weird. He stumbled on it. Maybe this is why. Maybe there's beef, and maybe that's why he like this is a story. But he was like, yeah, I started working door at this club called Madhouse Comedy Club in San Diego, da da da. And Joe was like, oh, I think Diaz used to do time there, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Joe was like, yeah, I've heard of that place. And so I clipped it. I fucking screen recorded it. And I was hosting the open mic that Friday. And I posted on my story the screen recording, and I was just like, this is us. Like, I'm hosting the open mic at this club. Like, it was like a clip, just like the clip was Brian Simpson. I used to work
excited.
I was stoked, you know what I mean? And I tagged him in it. Like, I was like, I'm hosting the open mic at Madhouse Comedy Club. Like, tagged Brian Simpson in it. And I didn't think anything of it. And then, that's just like, I guess I should have told it in a different order. But, like, that happened first, right? And then, like, months go by, whatever the fuck. And then...
That doesn't seem like a big deal at all.
Not at all, right? Like, I mean, it's gay.
It's kind of cool.
It's fanboy.
like, oh,
yeah.
neat.
It's fanboy. You know what I mean? Like, I went out of my way to fucking, yeah, like...
But yeah, that's not that big a
It's
deal.
gay, but,
It's not like you edited it and...
I mean, I did to get the screen recording, like, the thing where you drag the screen.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. But...
I'm not talking like... I'm talking like Ping Trip, the way he does it all crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But no, go on.
Let's go by. And then Brian Simpson was in town in San Diego doing his show at Balboa, because like that's the main theater in San Diego.
Yeah.
And afterwards, he's obviously gonna come hang out at Madhouse. Like he's like that's where he used to work. He did his shows at Balboa, came hang out at Madhouse, come watch the open mic, say hi to Robert, all that shit. And then while he was there, Alex and I were talking to him. My girlfriend and I were talking to him because Alex is like she talks to everybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's my key to that shit. You
She's
know? Like,
awesome,
she's
dude.
fucking like. She's
way cooler than you.
She's 100%, dude. Like she's pissed that I'm fucking here right now doing this, but she's the best. She's literally the best. Like she is Loki who got me in with the fucking like the Adam Ray thing when I got on the Adam Ray show. Like she like.
Cheers to Alex.
Yeah, 100, we need that. Yeah, she's never gonna watch this, and she'll probably break up with me when I get home. But I'll be deadbolted out for sure.
All right, so she's chatting.
So yeah, she's chatting with Brian Simpson just like about like getting drinks at the bar or whatever, and then like I was like, because the whole time I was sitting there like goddamn Brian Simpson's in front of me, I work here, da da da, and I introduced myself to him, and then like Alex was like, let's take a picture, da da da, so I was like, yeah, totally, let's take a selfie, and we took a selfie, and then I went to post it on my story, and I was trying to tag him, and I was like, at BS Simpson, and like my dumbass, drunk ass, not even thinking, I was like, yo, like. Brian, look at this. Like, I think you're being shadow banned or something right now. Like, look, I can't even find your account or anything. And then, like, he was like, oh, he's like, no, like, at first he was like, no way, like, for real? Because that was when shadow banning was, like, still
kind of
newish. Yeah, he was like, no way, like, let me see it. And, like, he grabbed my phone, and, like, looking back on it, now I realize as he was looking for himself on my phone, he was probably putting the pieces
together.
And he was just like, oh, I blocked this motherfucker a long time ago. You know what I mean? And, like, but... He was just like, oh, that's weird. And then just gave him my phone. And dude, to this day, I literally just
can't find it.
Because, like, I follow, like, Derek Poston, I follow all those guys. And, like, they tag him all the time. And, like, his shit, I just can't.
You'll click it. It's like, you're not found.
Not even. I can't even do that. Like, I don't even know how he blocked. Because usually when people block you, it'll do that. You can at least click on it. And it will say, but I can't even click on it. I don't know what he did to me. But, like, I'm sorry that I fangirled out. And, like, I just was stoked that I posted your clip from JRE, and I was just excited to fucking meet you, dude. But,
Fuck the badass.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Like, does he have a problem too? Like, fucking with the madhouse? Like, is there like
everybody got beef with the Soul Club?
Yeah, so that's my most like shameful moment. Like, just not even me being able to not even recognize in the moment, like, oh, this motherfucker blocked. For me to go out of my way to be like, yo, bro, like, we were done with our conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, me were
hey, dude,
I was like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, check this out. I think you're shadow.
Totally looked you up.
I think you're shadow banned, dude. It was bad.
He was banned by God to the shadows.
Dude, and I knew for sure because then I went home with Alex later that night. She's like, what were you trying to say to him? And I was like, let me see your phone. And I looked up and it was like, right there, dude.
Right there.
Fucking there. I was like, dude. Like, literally, to this day, it's at, I know it's etched in my brain. It's at BS Comedian. Fucking free promo, dude. Unblock me. At BS Comedian. I know your thing and I can't find it. It's bullshit.
This is a PSA to Brian.
The only, like,
please unblock me.
Literally, dude. Like, I'm the only guy who's fucking, besides Rudy, who's proud to work at the Madhouse. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's my guy, and I fucking, it's like the worst example of never meet your hero.
Rudy might be a ghost who lives in the Madhouse.
He lives there for sure. That was like, I just explained to Rudy the other day.
I think he died there a long time ago. And he
people most people listen. If anybody's listening to this, they probably know who Rudy is. But I was talking to Rudy last night about I had a bringer that came to the show last. It was the employee show.
Right.
And some dude that I know from like the car community fucking brought his girlfriend there.
Okay.
And we were in the brick room just like reminiscing. Same deal. We were reminiscing on the open mics like after the show was over. It was me and my buddy. And
remember this TV not working?
Yeah, no, it still doesn't. And fucking, but Rudy was in there writing his notes as always. Fucking.
Oh, I loved Rudy.
While it was me and them chilling. And we got to talk. I fully explained what Nextdoor. You know Nextdoor? The app. The app.
No.
Maybe I thought this was gonna be funny because
what's Nextdoor?
It's like you know how people have Facebook groups for the community about like, oh, I seen a guy looking in the windows.
Oh, sort of, kind of like community watch stuff.
Yes, but there's an app called Nextdoor, and like it's like a.
Oh, okay.
But you know the idea of that type of thing, right? Like there's Facebook groups that have it, or how you said the community.
Yeah.
Like, and it was funny. We were just talking about
the basic concept.
Yeah, we were talking about it with my buddy and his girlfriend, and it was just funny because Rudy had no idea at all. And I was just like, that's like when you live in a comedy club downtown, that who's doing it next door for a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like you and the security guard at Patrick's.
Like all the crackies just in a group.
It just turns into a fucking drug meetup, like a drug deal.
Yeah. Oh, I love Rudy.
I love Rudy too.
What a character. You seen us kill Tony?
Yes. I think that was like, I
his
went back,
first stand-up.
Him and Aaron together, same night. Aaron got his first kiss that night.
On the cheek?
I don't know, it was like, he said in his set, it was both of their first sets.
Yeah. And
Aaron said in his set, I've never kissed a girl even, da-da-da-da. And like, Tony was like, did you really never kiss a girl?
That was pretty good.
And then Aaron was just like, yeah, like, I'd never have kissed a girl. And Tony was like, there's gotta be a girl somewhere. Girl, stand up. Somebody want to kiss this guy. You know what I mean? And then some girl did. So
that was really good. Tony at first.
Aaron, the first impression's always the best one. That's what I.
The second one fell off.
No, literally, it's like when you do it without thinking. It's like that's what.
The only Tony thing I can do is like wow,
yeah,
wow. It's that wacky.
And for the first time, we are an arena act. We are officially an arena act. Kill Tony.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they.
Yeah, that was La Jolla.
Aaron killed, and then Rudy went up right after, and I feel terrible. Rudy bombed that first one. He bombed this. It was crazy.
Hello.
Yeah,
COVID
and like, I feel like that it was because imagine a set where imagine seeing a show, whoever was there, not being a.
I wish I was there.
Imagine seeing as a regular, just being
a show,
Aaron and what I mean.
Oh, they got robbed. They should have switched.
Rudy and Aaron have beef. I feel like that's what it boils down to. Is that
really?
I swear
is that one night?
I swear to God, they beef all the time. It's like inside Madhouse lore. Rudy and
Aaron. There's inside lore.
They're beefing. I don't know what it's about. I don't want to know what it's about ever. But it's like how I said the other thing was like a Mean Girls episode, dude. The fucking Rudy Aaron beef is like fucking. I don't want to get in the middle of it. It's real though. But then they were up multiple times. I watched all the old Kill Tony what's it called? All the old when they were in San Diego.
Yeah, when they did the ones that came through.
Yeah.
There's a huge list of San Diego comics who have been on the show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Tim was on it like every fucking time I've seen it.
I think the best to do it was Frankie. Frankie had a great set.
Oh, you mean the
booked
one?
for...
I was talking about the ones in La Jolla, but yeah.
I'm just thinking of San Diego comics that
Frankie
have been on
got
the
booked
show.
off of it for sure. That was
There's a
fucking,
lot.
That was fucking dope.
That's what really dude.
That
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like
that was huge.
I knew Matt McCusker was going to play San Diego on the 11th of January, and my goal was to do well enough on the show the second night to like.
Try to get on his
Hey,
show. Yeah,
I'll be in San Diego.
Yeah, where'd he play?
ACC.
Oh.
The American Comedy Company.
Ari showed up, right? Was that the one? Ari Shafir popped in on one of the nights recently. I think it was that one. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
It was a pop-in. I just saw ACC post
You
about
think
it.
I'd remember?
I thought you would have more than me, honestly. Yeah.
ACC posted the Kill Tony clip?
No, it was like, you know how they always post their weekend shows, just like pictures of the guys on the show?
Right.
And one of their posts was just like, we had
For sure. No,
we had
that
a
was
crazy
that one.
pop-in tonight. It was Ari Shafir.
That was Ari. Yeah, Ari popped.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was dope. He's been doing some shit lately. That guy has just been on a ringer for the last couple of years.
Crazy guy.
Seems like a fun fella.
He was one of the guys.
Not really giving them the the J is a good name.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but he finally spoke out on the tunnels. That's what
He did?
Everybody's been waiting on his.
No.
Yeah, because he's like
way.
open about shit. Are
you serious?
It's on somebody's podcast. It's not your mom's house, but yeah, you can
No,
look up.
hold
Just
on.
for you to watch it later. Look up. It's literally called like Ari Shafir opens up about the tunnels. Like,
I wonder if we can.
because dude, think of it. And I've been saying, I was talking to Randy about it. Randy VR, I was talking to him about it the other day. Ari, you know about Ari, right? Like,
I heard he has a prolapsed butthole.
I just heard about that from the Joe DeRosa clip.
That he rubbed on the chair.
Yeah.
So
But
disgusting.
you know, like his whole special, like he used to be a practicing
Hasidic Jew. Yeah.
Hasidic Jew. So like, dude,
Yeah.
those tunnels have been around for a minute. He lived in New York. If anybody knows about those tunnels, you know, those have been there since he's been there, learning. You know what I mean? Like he knows about them.
Whoa, that is true. He might know a little bit.
Like they've had to.
Whoa,
Was
this
this
is
the
an
one?
hour 16 minutes long.
How long ago was this posted? Ari Experience says Jewish tunnel. Who's this on? Oh, it's on fucking
Derek and Hassan?
Derek and Hassan. They're fucking Madhouse fucking
Yeah.
vets, dude.
That's legit.
When
How
I did
long is
the
this?
when I did the Adam Ray
Extra
show.
storage space.
When I did
That's all I read.
Yeah. When I did the Adam Ray show, Sam Lopez was hosting. She was like my only.
Okay.
Like, she was the only person who made me feel comfortable there, because like it was like
Really?
I felt like very. I was being
out of place.
Yeah, dude. Like the greeting of like.
It was all just like made it.
Yeah.
And I was open mic.
Yeah, like it was. But I've seen her at Madhouse when I was
Madhouse
working.
employee show.
Yeah, and because Derek comes from fucking Madhouse. Like,
Okay.
That's, he started. That's like right before he moved to Austin. I guess I was before my time.
He is on the wall, huh? The 4 people?
No, he's not.
He's not?
No, he's not. But from
Rude.
what I understand, he should be. From my understanding of it. But so yeah, she was cool. That's his. And got married. You know, Sam and Derek. They just got married together. They live in Austin together. But she's super cool. I have never met Derek, but
I really clipped this thing.
it seems like you should. I mean, you should watch that later.
I'll watch it
I haven't
later.
even watched it yet. I saw that it's been like egging me on with that fucking thumbnail, because everybody's been waiting on Ari's response to the fucking tunnels. But
Yeah, it's us.
that is us, the fucking lemon pepper step.
Someone said puff, 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 puff. And then someone said, Seabass, do some comedy in Seattle, bruv. That's sick, I will do. One day.
How long ago was this? Not say.
One day.
What time is it right now?
Ooh, I don't know.
10:17.
We started streaming 64 minutes ago. We'll just keep.
Damn.
Isn't that cool? I know. It's kind of fun. We talk about a lot of stuff.
I should do bro.
What's the, no, I got you.
Not right now. No, I mean, yeah.
What's the, you think we're going to make it through the year?
Like as a
Like
country?
legitimately as a people?
Like as a country.
Dead serious.
I don't know, my.
I think this year is going to be the firework unlike any other we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm with you, my friend. And I don't like to get political about stuff. And I always tell people that because I've never voted. I like to. It might be cultural appropriation, but I'm.
No, I think now it's a good fact to like say that you've never been a part of this cluster.
Yeah, dude, like it might be appropriation to my fellow felons out there. I'm not a felon, but I tell whenever people say you should just vote, like when they get mad at, because people get mad at you when you say you don't.
Oh,
vote.
when you haven't voted, yeah.
And you're like, you really don't fucking vote. You and I'm just like,
wasted your
I'm a felon,
opportunity
dude.
to do
I'm a
the
felon, dude.
civil
I
elected
can't vote. You know what I
official.
mean? That's what I always say. I'm not a felon, but like that's like, isn't that like, that's wild that felons can't vote. You know what I mean?
Why
Like,
don't they get a choice? They serve their time.
I tried to say this as a joke one time on stage, like, if anybody's gonna be fucking making decisions about who gets felonies in the country, it should be felons. You know what I mean? Like, they got those. They had to deal with
They've been through them.
Yeah.
They've suffered them.
Yeah.
No one else knows
Yeah.
what it's like to suffer through the
Yeah.
criminal justice system like a felon.
Exactly. They should, I mean, but I don't know.
But they have no say. They
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Whenever I'm outside, like, because in Mira Mesa, the Target there, like, whenever
That's a very interesting point.
Right? I've said it on stage, they don't feel the same way you do, generally, but maybe I say it wrong. But
No, it's more, it's a thought-provoking subject. It's
Yeah.
not like...
not a joke.
yeah,
yeah. It's
It's
a
like, damn,
podcast.
that's fucked up.
It's a podcast thought.
Yeah.
But, like, because Alex and I go to Target for, like, whenever we're going to grocery, like, in Target. And
Right.
there's always the guy standing out front after you leave, like, hey, are you registered? And my only, sorry, man, I'm a felon. And they just immediately...
It's a great
They're just like...
free card. And then they get to wonder for what? Like,
Yeah.
what did he do?
Some of them wonder for what, like that, but then some of them will ask us, like, what does that have to do with anything? And then you get to explain, like, oh, did you know felons can't vote? And then you get to get into that whole thing.
Ooh,
So
it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You can break down the semantics of it. Felons can't vote.
But I feel like I'm appropriating felon culture at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a felon, but I'm using their excuse without their, you know.
There's certain...
But I know felons, and I feel like they're cool with it if they say that. Like, that's like, because they don't want to vote
They
either.
have a great
They don't want to vote either, you know.
perspective on the American criminal justice system
The
above anybody else, probably.
the
To
perspective
live it
of-
firsthand.
That and the perspective of physically not being able to participate in it.
Yeah,
You know
to
what I
be
mean? Like, just no matter how much you want to.
Removed from society
Yeah,
for however long
yeah.
a period of time and then placed back.
Yeah, that's how.
You have a whole new appreciation for what
That-
it means to, like, go to the grocery store and the gas station and
Yeah.
see your friends and
Yeah,
stuff.
dude.
Like,
I would do that. I'd say it in my joke. One of my fucking main only jokes that I have about fucking brother, dude. I am scared to go to prison, dude. If I go to jail, I'd die, dude.
oh, I'd be done.
I'd die. Like, I would.
My
literally-
pretty little hair would be tucked up in
Not
the
even
back.
that. I'd take it up the. I just know I would look at somebody the wrong way and die. You know what I mean? Like, somebody would
I'm
be
not
mad.
beating anybody
Somebody
up.
would be mad at me for no reason. You know, like that's like somebody would think I'm a 60 days in candidate. Fucking, you know, and just fucking
You're
kill,
just
you know,
like-
like yeah.
You're this
It's like,
narc.
dude, I fucking didn't pay my taxes. like, dude, I know you're wearing a wire, bro. Like,
Oh, man. No, I remember,
I just know I would not do well there. And
I've been to juvie when I was, like, 15.
I've been to like holding. I got arrested when I was 18 and went to like my community jail,
Okay.
like just a cell for a day. Like, but that was it. I would, you know what I mean.
I was in, like, a child cell for 3 days.
That was how long you were in juvie.
But it also was so light that I remember peeking through my little hole in the window and they were watching Twilight in the living room and I was like, well,
They
this
were
is
withholding-
interesting. Like, at
They
least
were
I have something
holding
to
you from
watch.
Twilight. That was your
Yeah,
biggest.
they held me up from Twilight.
That was the biggest hardship you had.
Yeah, real prison.
What'd you go to juvie for?
I think I got in like my mom and I were quarreling
Oh.
after my dad died and I think I hit the wall with a skateboard. And I don't remember exactly how I went into it, but it was like maybe like destruction of property and like and I remember getting arrested in front of all my neighbors, like some kind of like drug dealer. When I was 15, I got walked down the stairs, put in the squad car, everyone's outside looking, like, what are they doing?
That's how Kyle Rittenhouse's victim went out, dude. Skateboard induced crime, dude.
That was a heavy one, yeah. I didn't swing on anybody with a gun. That guy was stupid.
Isn't that the dude? He hit him with a skateboard, and that's why
He swung at him.
He was justified to shoot him or something.
Yeah, like you know.
Isn't it crazy that dude not to get super like that dude went on a world tour after he killed the guy.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
literally,
Kind of wild. He totally did go on like a.
just did every podcast like
He had a little run
yeah.
for his money.
Like, and now, have you seen him lately? Dude's fat as shit. I mean,
Really?
It's crazy. That's
He
a
got
funny-
paid.
It looks like it's fucking photoshopped when you look up pictures of him. He looks like the
Kyle Full House.
There we go. All right.
That's all right.
Yeah. Kyle
wanna
half
see
a
it.
house.
Yeah, right.
Kyle double wide.
Trailer coming soon. Wow, that goes right back to it. Not guilty on all counts. Holy shit.
There was just, dude. All right, I'm gonna show you the tweet. Not that the fucking podcasters are gonna see this one.
It's not just him crying.
Those are the dude. That's
That
so
was such a
funny that that's
trial.
how he fucking went down, dude. Like that's that's how he's gonna be remembered by a lot of people. Like,
Yeah.
this was funny. All right, look at him right now. Hold on. I sent it to Alex because it
He
was
looks
so
like a
funny.
cartoon character. Or like everybody from the Jersey Shore put together.
There's a cut.
Yeah, there's a clip. We clipped it.
The Kyle Rittenhouse clip, dude.
It's political and social commentary. Yeah.
Damn, I can't.
I can't find it. I was putting fat.
Yeah, it'll pop up. Guarantee it'll pop up.
Nope, just more crying pics. I swear.
Damn. Is this a fucking another Mandela? What was
They
my,
shadow banned him.
what was my other, yeah, he paid to get that image off.
Yeah, he's like.
What was my other Mandela effect from earlier? I forgot.
Oh, the Black Green Lantern.
Yeah, the black, which existed, but
If anybody out there has seen a Black Green Lantern, not a side character, like the main character, I always thought.
Green Lantern, which I didn't know existed, it was just a lantern. I didn't know there was other lanterns.
There's like the League of Lanterns. I know that's not right. There's no way, but it's like there's a syndicate of people from every world that swear to hold the ring and use its power for good.
Yeah.
And every planet gets to have their own representative, and then has its own like league name. But I know it's not the League of Rings or. Ooh, maybe that's closer.
They did all wear rings.
Yeah, I wonder what that thing. I'm just gonna look it up. Green Lantern. This is fun. My own Jamie. Green Lantern. What's it called?
Should get the Roomba to start doing that for you.
Ring Collective name. I have no idea. It's
Green Lantern
stupid.
Ring Squad.
Yeah, Ring Squad.
Gang violence.
Gang violence. I opened up for David Jolly recently. That was pretty sweet. He opened up for Adam Ray. How crazy is that?
Dr. Phil.
Okay,
Please
the
don't
Green
blame me
Lantern ring. The list of Green Lanterns. All of the Lantern powers. Collective. The New Earth.
Oli, you wanna come hang?
The Lantern Corps. Ha.
Lantern Corps.
Yeah, the Green Lantern Corps. There we go.
I was gonna call them the Lantern Panthers.
The Lantern Panthers. Panthers with lanterns. With lanthers.
I think their symbol is actually, it looks like some sort of cat too, doesn't it?
Which one?
The Green Lantern symbol.
It's like a hourglass, kind of.
That, but then I swear that, what am I thinking of where there's...
This thing right here?
Yeah, I know that one, but then...
They don't have, that's the Thundercats.
What was the one you said?
Thundercats.
Seth Rogen, what was that one you said earlier?
Ooh, the Green Hornet. I think that was a
that's
bee.
That's a hornet, yeah. That's a
bee.
hornet. I'm sure.
Power Rangers had some?
Maybe.
Remember Mighty Morphin? Bro, that was a movie.
One of my cousin's new husband used to be a Ranger.
Really?
Yeah, he was the one in the movie that he was like a kid, and like he was a kid in the movie.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then like they trained him to be like fucking.
No, with the bowl cut?
I think he's the blue cut. I think he's the blue color.
Yeah, the bowl cut.
Yeah. I think his name's
I remember those movies.
I don't remember his fucking. Yeah, it's like your era because dude, you know what's crazy? I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers.
Really?
Yeah, like because we weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob. My parents thought Rangers was gonna do it.
My mom. Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park,
Yeah.
Futurama, all that was just smut, the devil.
I wasn't allowed South Park, Family Guy, and I was allowed Simpsons. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
That
know.
made the cut?
I don't know why. Maybe because it was Fox.
My
That
dad
was it. Like,
loved everything, and my mom didn't like it. And it
Yeah.
all stems from this TV. They had a cartoon on. What she didn't know is it was the first season of South Park.
Yeah, dude, South Park.
Right?
I get it. Like looking back, I thought, yeah,
It was the.
I get the South Park.
It was
thing.
like
yeah.
It was the episode where like he has sex with an elephant or whatever.
Yeah.
Or something.
I don't even know. I
I'd have to go
watch
back
it,
and
yeah.
watch it.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah, I don't even-
And
I wasn't
so, but it was
allowed.
season 1,
Yeah.
so I'm 5 or 6, and eventually, like, I guess I made it through the night. But how do you fuck an elephant?
Nice.
And that question correlated back to my mom,
Yeah.
and then I was banned right now from watching all that stuff. Like,
Because
I
that
remember.
started a fight between them two. Which
Yeah. Before he died, he bought me Robot Chicken season 1
Nice.
on DVD.
That's
and
a
my
good
mom
one.
threw it out.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Damn.
But a Chappelle Show made the cut. I still got a Chappelle Show, which was like the ultimate
that means something.
13-year-old
I
gift,
don't know
bro.
What, yeah, I don't know what
That show
yeah.
changed my life.
Yeah, that's true. I was a
Especially
little
on
like
TV.
that was your age for sure, more like than mine. But that was like I was a little like.
I always think we're a little bit closer in age, but
Yeah.
30.
Well, I was
What are you
raised
rocking?
with.
25?
Just turned 27. I just joined the club.
Hey, there we go.
I'm
Gotta do something cool and then die.
Yeah, definitely see the back of the phone right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't allowed to watch South Park like strictly. Like now, like that was like their main point. Like things are older than me. Like 10 years is the closest I'm close to.
I'm the oldest. So
Okay,
different.
so like I was raised by 87, 85, 84. Like those are like my siblings. Like
Oh my gosh, that was their ages. Siblings.
no, yeah,
Like,
years.
damn, that's old
Yeah,
ass
years.
cousins.
No, years. Years.
Yeah.
Those are my brothers and my sisters.
Okay, they're all 80s.
Yeah, so they
You
grew
were just randomly like.
and then I
Dropped
came
in,
along,
97.
because I like, it was because I'm my dad's only kid. Like it's not like I was an accident with that. Like my mom got remarried.
Right. Yeah. No, same thing. I got you.
And then, so they all knew, like, when I'm being raised, I've got brothers and sisters who are like teenagers watching South Park, watching Family Guy, watching all that shit, da da da. So they knew the whole thing. They knew like what to show me, and they pretty much like made the rules for my parents. Like, yo, like, we get it. South Park, no, not for him. Fucking Family Guy is even a little bit much, but like The Simpsons, he should be able to watch this, like, because they watched all that shit.
Okay.
Like, that was like, I was allowed to stay up and watch shit with them if they're watching The Simpsons.
They're all very similar, but yeah.
Yeah, but Simpsons is more like.
They each kind of do have their own flavor.
Yes, and like South Park is like insanely raunchy.
Very
raunchy. Bar show ragu, fucking raunchy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Family Guy is like somewhat smart, but still.
Every once in a while they'll kind of cross.
Just throw a stupid dumb.
Simpsons is usually Simpsons is pretty safe.
The biggest jokes that are gonna come in Simpsons is gonna be political stuff and like
and it's always just.
You don't even get it as a kid. Like
in Family Guy, they'll do those kind of throwaway things, and
where they go they rewind
or like the religion fight. They're like
flashback.
Wow, we have no reason to disagree with each other. Hey, my God's different than your God, and then just stab the shit with each other. Like, but that's like these throwaway kind of clips. And South Park made fun of that, but The Simpsons will always stay with the storyline of the characters.
Yeah.
And King of the Hill.
Have you watched I've been watching King of the Hill recently, and
it's incredible.
Funny, dude.
Mike Judge was on it.
I've been watching it's in season 1. The episode when the Asian people move in next to them.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I've been
when they first move in?
When they first move in, and like the whole like trope of the episode is just like, so are you Chinese or Japanese? They're like, we're Laotian. We're from Laotia. Like, you're from the ocean?
You're from the ocean?
Like, dude, it's like, and then they do the barbecue for them, and like they invited, like they're new to the neighborhood, like we're inviting everybody to the barbecue, and then after the barbecue they love the burgers, but then the dogs ran away, and they're like, you guys see why we like that meat so much? The dogs are missing. Like they think the dog, like they cook the dogs for the barbecue. It's like, dude, the fact that shit, like it was just jokes.
Or when Hank's dad meets that same guy, and he's like, you're Laotian, aren't you, Mr. Han?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Chinese or Japanese, dude.
That's crazy.
I think, and now looking back on it, I think I was only just allowed to watch the Fox News TV.
That makes sense, but it was displayed on Fox.
Yeah, like the other way.
Yeah, right.
Like South Park was Comedy Central, Family Guy was, I think, NBC. I don't remember what Family Guy was.
Family Guy was TBS.
No way.
Yeah, for a little
bit. New episodes?
And, well, when they first got put on air.
Oh.
They might have been, I don't know, I don't think they were NBC, dude.
Maybe not. I just know it wasn't Fox.
And no, South Park was Fox.
No.
21st Century.
Oh, really? South Park?
Oh, what did I say? South Park?
You said South Park, yeah.
Oh, whoops. Hey.
Simpsons.
What's going on, baby?
There's a plane, actually.
Yeah, there's a chair, I know. So,
no, Simpsons was...
South Park was Comedy Central. Simpsons is Fox.
Yeah.
Family Guy was... Yeah, you're right. I think it was TBS at first, and it got bought out by whether it was like...
That's an easy Google, Jamie.
Yeah, who owns the rights to...
Well, I know Seth, dude. Have you seen Seth MacFarlane lately, dude?
He's killing it. You seen Ted?
Yeah, I mean lately. Like
I talked to a person on the plane the other day. Wait, what's wrong with Seth?
He's been very shilly. You want to talk about conspiracy?
What's going on with that front?
I'll let the...
he wrote for, like, Cow and Chicken. He wrote for all
Incredible.
These childhood shows, like, my entire life.
Which is why I'm disappointed.
I gotta find out now.
I'll let the audience... Because I just watched it right before I came here. I was watching clips of it, actually. And he had one of my favorite guys on. And it's like, the fact that this guy was being the voice of reason on Seth MacFarlane's fucking podcast. He had Bill Maher on. Bill Maher? Whatever the fuck. Like left-wing fucking hardcore. Like,
5 years ago? I don't like that. That's too old.
Wait, what are you looking up?
Seth MacFarlane conspiracies.
No, no. Look up where Family Guy was first. That's what we wanted first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Not because this isn't even broken yet. This isn't even... You're not even going to find what I'm talking about.
Family Guy,
Network.
Yep. Who owns it? Family Guy Decor. Family Guy is owned by the Fox Broadcasting Corporation.
Really?
Yeah, remember they made fun of Fox forever? They were Fox.
They were just the new Simpsons. They were just, They kind of replaced it,
It seems today that all you see.
They were Fox too.
Wow,
I guess
Fox had
that
it
was my theory
for a little bit.
But yeah, I was only allowed to watch that, but yeah.
So what happened?
Bill Maher was on Seth MacFarlane's podcast.
Right.
And
podcast.
I didn't even know
Everybody
this
has
either.
podcasts.
I didn't even know this until I know Bill Maher does.
Thanks for tuning into the Galactic Seabass Podcast.
Yeah.
Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow Mitch. His description is in the bio. By description, I mean comedy Instagram.
Find me on Truth Social, Rumble,
Grindr, and 911love.com.
9/11, yeah. 9/11 was a myth.com. 9/11 we need.
You know there's a dating site like for people that believe in conspiracies?
That would be cool. Everybody's like first like meeting has
Believers.
to be, what's your take on Sandy Hook?
Yeah, right. Well, I lived in Newtown for a little bit. It's really pretty. It's a very pristine area.
Yeah. Yeah, you should watch the Bill Maher after I leave. You should watch the Bill Maher because do you like Bill Maher? Or no?
Let's see, this is still going. I wonder if this is going live. Let's see, my phone glitched. This happens sometimes. We are live. I have to go to the bathroom.
I do too, bro.
We should probably wrap this up soon. What? What's the Bill Maher thing?
Ready for whatever. It's not important. I know that.
yeah, that's stupid.
I know that whatever I was talking about wasn't very important.
Well, all I know that is important is that I had fun here today, here on this podcast. Mitch, do you have any dates coming up? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I got we're coming up this Sunday, Madhouse Comedy Club. This Wednesday, we're at Comedy Store, and I'm also at Madhouse. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's February 7th, by the way. Wednesday, February 7th.
Yeah, I don't know.
Comedy Store in La Jolla. You can get
Wednesday,
tickets
February
online.
7th. Sunday, February 3rd. 3rd, 7th. And then, I don't know. I think I got a lot more after that. I'm booked on a lot of things.
Check his Instagram for more updates and posts. You can check all 21 posts that he's made over the years.
Yes.
Roasted. Come see us do it live next week at Comedy Store. It's going to be pretty cool. I will be there as well. We're going to be battling each other. It's going to be pretty sweet. And then I got a show February 21st at U31 in North Park. If you like this video, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. Go ahead and drop a comment down below if you have any questions that you would like to ask, maybe some advice. If you have anything you want to say to my dog, if you want to send him a treat, go ahead and send me a Venmo. The description is down below. And Mitch, thank you so much for being a guest here today. Really appreciate you. Thank you for being on the podcast.
No, you.
Absolutely. And yeah, I'm really glad I stuck with comedy because it allowed us another, chance to get to know each other some more and get down to it. Comedy's a pretty enticing game. Here in San Diego, it's kind of a tough game to play right now. So hopefully Madhouse comes back soon. Very grateful for all the good times over there. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, gang. And thank you, Mitch, for being here on the podcast. Any last words you want to say?
I'm gay.
Woo! Well, it's a celebration tonight, baby. He came out. And I have some new material to work with for next week. Thanks for coming, bro. You're a legend. All right, that's going to do it for us here on Podcast 38 of the Galactic Seabass channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. We rocked. We rolled. Thanks for being here, my dog. One more fist bump. Hey, Ollie. Fist bump. My dude, I love you. All right, that's going to do it for us here today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll go ahead and see you next Thursday for episode 39. Stay tuned. God bless. And transmission.
Dang, who's already on next Thursday?
I have no idea.
You gonna say